Hello, my very most beautiful Sagittarius. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So my lovelies, we are going to be doing your October reading. It is a general reading and it may not be able to resonate for all of you. So if you guys want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open, and everything that you'll need to know about scheduling is in the description box below. Now, you guys can also follow me over on Patreon. I do additional readings over there. We do spiritual growth, personal development, money and career, as well as love readings. And there is a link for that in the description box as well. Now, I have recently added 2 new benefits to Patreon on top of the readings over there. You guys also get 20% off of all of your personal readings for the entirety of your membership. So you can use that 20% off more than one time. As well as you guys can get, when you sign up, a free 1-question email reading. You can just inbox me your question over there. So we're going to go ahead and pray and just get started. Now, for my existing patrons, because you missed out on that free email reading, as that's a benefit I just started, I still want you guys to be able to have access to that benefit. So go ahead and just email or go ahead and just inbox me your question now. So archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding for my very most beautiful Sagittarius. Please, may the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through. May they please find those who need to hear it. All right, my beautiful Sag, let's see what's going on for you. You get the 10 of Wands in the reverse for your general overall energy. I think there is a connection that is becoming, I don't want to say more than it's worth. I don't necessarily think that's the case, but it's a lot, and I feel like things aren't improving, things aren't moving forward. It's like nothing is changing, and you seem to feel like you're the only one putting any effort in, right? Like I'm always the one that's putting the work in, I'm always the one doing this, or I'm always the one doing that. And it's like realizing where you can't make this shift by yourself. You can't make this improvement to the connection by yourself, or get the connection to where you want it to be by yourself, right? So it's a very frustrated energy. And it's to this point where you're tired of being the only one to put this work in. There's a part of you that I feel like has a deep emotion for this person that does still want to work on things, because it is showing up in your heart space, right? But your thoughts are kind of heading in a new direction is kind of how I want to put that. You got the 2 of Wands here, right? And he is leaving something behind to go in a new direction. It's Mars and Aries energy. It is taking action. And I think it's because you guys are tired. And he's even kind of got his back turned to the situation. So even though your heart does kind of want to still work on things, or your heart still has hope for the connection, your mind is saying something different. Okay, and I think you are kind of trying to turn your back on the situation, because I think you guys have been patient. I think you guys have been patient with somebody, right? You've given opportunities. You have expressed how you felt. And it's not really getting anywhere, but I do think that it's become too much, and I think you're starting to see where maybe you and somebody else are not quite on the same page. Get the Ace of Cups in the reverse. That can be unrequited love. So I'm not saying that this person doesn't care for you, but they don't care for you and express their or show their care in the way that you deserve, right? The way that you desire for them to, okay? And the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. So the 3 of Pentacles in the upright, these people are working together to create one thing. They're on the same page. They're working together. They're getting along. You know, in the reverse, it's kind of the opposite of that. It's like you guys are not on the same page or working together. You guys could be, you know, arguing a lot or just not getting along. But it seems like you're working towards one goal and they're not either helping you get there or they're working towards another. And it's become too much. I think you're ready just to put it down. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Some of you guys could have recently made a decision to turn your back on something and separate, and you could feel a sigh of relief. Others of you are still in that process, getting ready to do that with somebody that you're dealing with. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, because this is in the area of your true intentions, recognizing where you can't make that shift by yourself for the connection. It does take 2, and recognizing where they're not doing their part, or things aren't getting any better, they're not improving. And so we got the 4 of Cups. I think you're closing off to this. I think that you you know, it's like you don't want what they have to offer. It's not that you don't want love, but you don't want it like this, right? You don't want it to where they're not doing their part, or they're very inconsistent. They're on and off. They're only here when they want to be, you know, that kind of a thing. And it's like that's not what you're interested in. So we will clarify that more in a minute, but we're going to get your person's energy out on the table. Ooh, we got the Two of Cups here. That flew out. We'll see if that finds its way back in. There could be something about this person that is very different than yourself, Sag. Whether that's in like belief systems, looks, backgrounds, something. There could be something about this person that's very different than you. Show me this person's energy towards Sagittarius. What is their energy towards Sag, please? I don't think that this person is ready to let this go yet. I don't think that this person is ready to let it go yet. Now, the one thing that, for the most part, their cards do look pretty positive, and we're going to go over them in a minute. That being said, the only thing that really does concern me is we have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse for their general overall energy. Now, they do also have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, so that's kind of wanting to come out of the cold, right? Wanting to reconnect. The Knight of Cups coming in and expressing how they feel to you, right? The Hermit in the reverse. So if you guys have been in separation and not really communicating, you know, I think that they're going to be breaking that silence. I think that as well, you also have the Eight of Wands here for their action, the Three of Wands, which can also be a card of sending something out. So lots of cards of communication. So I do feel like you're going to be hearing from this person. That being said, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, when she's in the upright, she is willing to invest time, effort, and energy into something. She's ready to commit to something. She's ready to nurture something, right? In the reverse, you know, it can be the opposite of that. But to me, it just more feels like they're still not fully committed. They do want this. They do want you in their life, but it's like they want you in their life on their terms, right? Even the Queen of Swords in the reverse. The thing with the Queen of Swords, she's all about having big conversations, really hashing things out, you know, having those tough, uncomfortable conversations that need to be had in order to improve on something, to work through issues. In the reverse, it's like not really wanting to discuss things, not really wanting to have those big uncomfortable. So it's like they just want to reconnect. They just want you in their life, but they want it on their terms. So there's a lack of clarity about what they really want for the long term if you put these together, right? So I don't know how I feel about that, but we have these Ten of Cups here in their heart or in their headspace. So thinking, you know, that you make them happy, that they like the way that you make them feel. They like the way that they feel when they're with you, when they're around you. Six of Swords, wanting to, you know, move back towards you, wanting to kind of get past whatever obstacles you guys have been facing, whatever issues you guys have been facing. If you guys had an argument, it's like, let's get past that, right? Let's move into an easier time when things are better. The Three of Wands, that's, you know, it can be a card of sending something else. Like I said, I do feel like they plan on messaging you. I feel like they do plan on communicating here. But it's also a card of like foresight. It's also a card of future thinking. And it's a card of hope. So I feel like this person does still have hope for this. I feel like they are kind of looking towards the future. Like I said, I feel like this person does want you in their life. They just, you know, don't necessarily want to put in a lot of work towards it. And they don't necessarily, you know, are not ready to fully commit to it. So only you guys get to decide, you know, if that's worth it for you. Only you guys get to decide who you allow to have in your life and who you allow to have access to you. What you guys really want moving forward, right? When you think about your dream relationship, your partnership, what does that look like? You know, if it looks like this and you're okay, you'd rather have this person in your life than have that effort or the commitment, then, you know, that's up for you to decide. But if you don't, then that's something to think about as well. They do have the Eight of Wands here for their actions. So like I said, I do feel like there's going to be communication here. Tell me about this Got the World card. I would say, tell me about this Two of Wands. You got the World card popped out. So yeah, I think you're choosing to end something here because it's felt like a cycle. I feel like this is not the first time that you guys have like come apart, come together. This is not the first time that you've been at the space of ready to walk away because of a lack of effort or action or someone's inconsistent ways, right? This is not the first time. So I feel like you're like, no, I'm not going to allow this to be a cycle, right? Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles energy. We got the Ace of Pentacles, but it kind of wants to come out in the reverse. We're going to take it either way. I think you guys could be focused on, you know, work, business as well. I think that you guys are wanting something that is more solid and committed with the Pentacles coming up. That is what you guys are trying to focus on. That's what you want to bring in. That's what you want to attract. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is like complete emotional fulfillment, right? It's happiness. It's that happy home, happy family. And it's like you're seeing that things aren't getting there. I think you're starting to see where your Ten of Cups may look different than their Ten of Cups, right? Because they are happy and they are content with you, right? But they are content with you and happy on their terms the way that it is. But their terms and the way that that vision looks for them is not the same as your vision. And I think that's why that Three of Pentacles in the reverse is coming up as well. You're starting to see that maybe you guys have different ideas about what you really want for this relationship and what happiness looks like for this relationship. Tell me about the Four of Cups, and I think that's why you guys are choosing to close off to this. You got the Knight of Pentacles. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is, you know, he's very, very thorough. He really thinks things over before he acts. I don't think that this is something that you guys just reacted and decided to do on a whim, right? Or in the heat of the moment. I think that this decision is difficult for you to make because I think that this person is somebody that is very near and dear to your heart. I don't think that this was an easy decision to make, and I don't think it's something that you just made on a whim or just reacted to. I think that this is something that was very, very, very thought out with that energy. So tell me about this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse energy. What's that about? The Wheel of Fortune. So they do recognize what... How do I put this? They do recognize what it is going to take for them to improve things, right? To move things forward in the way that you want. They know what you want. You've expressed it to them. They know what you want from them. But with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like they're not willing to commit to doing that. The Queen of Swords in the reverse, to me, the Queen of Swords in the reverse can also be, you know, speaking in half-truths, withholding information. I feel like it's like kind of saying what they need to say. They're not fully ready to commit to the things that you want, that you're asking for here. But they do want to come back out of the cold, and I feel like they're just using your feelings and their feelings to kind of, you know, get that. Like I said, I do feel like they want you in their life. They just want you in their life on their terms. And I feel like you guys, you know, don't have the same vision. You know, the Knight of Cups is a dreamer, a visionary, right? I don't think that you guys have the same vision. And I think that's something that that's come into your awareness. Tell me about this Ten of Cups energy. We have the Seven of Wands. They feel like you're very guarded when it comes to them. Some of you guys could have blocked this person, or you're just very like guarded when it comes to them. But I also see that you're standing your ground. The Seven of Wands is like defending your position up on your hill, right? It is a card of conviction. So like, you know what you want, and you know what, more importantly, you know what you deserve, right? And you're not backing down. You're not settling with that energy. And they know that. Tell me about this Six of Swords. They have the Four of Cups. I feel like it kind of wanted to come out in the reverse too. Either way, I feel like both messages apply. I feel like once again, they feel like you're emotionally closed off and they're trying to find a way to get past that. They want you to open up. You know, they want you to open back up to them. Tell me about this Three of Wands energy. Got the Ace of Cups. So they still have hope that you guys can get back to this place, that you guys can, you know, reconnect. I do like this also with this energy. I feel like this is them sending out, you know, sending you a message, telling you how they feel. And that could make it very difficult for you because like I said, I feel like you do have a lot of love for this person. I feel like this isn't an easy decision for you to do. But with that Seven of Wands showing up especially, I feel like you guys are standing your ground. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. The Judgment card. So they're definitely going to be reaching out, but I think you're going to be telling them about your decision. We're going to take these. I didn't mean to grab them all, but I just feel like we're supposed to take them. Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups in the reverse, Page of Cups, King of Swords. Wow. So I really feel like you guys are, like, you are acting upon your truth and clarity, and you're making it very clear, you know, where you stand and what you want, what you desire, and what it's going to take, you know, that you're not backing down from this. You got the Page of Cups here. I do feel like there's going to be an expression of emotion. I feel like this could be a very emotional conversation, but at the end of the day, I do feel like you're holding your boundaries. You got the King of Swords is all about boundaries, right? So, and it's also being very direct, forward, and honest, but it's willing to cut out anything that doesn't align. So I do feel like there's going to be a lot of there's going to be a big conversation. It could be very emotional about the decision that you've made here. But we are going to grab another deck, my loves. Let's see which one I want to use here. And we are going to... take a look real quick at what we don't see coming in this situation, and then what advice we have for you. So what doesn't... Let's see what that is. The Two of Swords. Wanted to come out... It came out in the reverse and then flipped over when it fell. So we'll take it both ways. So we'll see what you don't see coming in this situation. We got the King of Cups in the reverse and the Two of Swords. It came out in the reverse and then flipped over, so we'll take both meanings from it. I do feel like you guys have made a decision to... I think what is going to surprise you is you standing your ground. Making this decision to put a guard up when it comes to this person emotionally, or withdraw emotionally, you know, until you get what you want or deserve out of the situation, right? Or, you know, you're doing... I don't think you're doing it in a way that... Because that kind of sounded like... Hold on. That kind of sounded like it was like a manipulation or a game, and it's not that. It's that you know what you want and you deserve, right? And you're not settling. You know, I think you're going to surprise yourself with how you're making that decision and standing with it, right? And I think because you guys could have been very indecisive about doing it. It could have been a lot of back and forth energy when it comes to it. So I think you guys are going to surprise yourself with standing up for your desires and your own worth here. Now, what advice do we have? What advice do we have for Sagittarius, please? You got the Magician. So you can create anything that you want. It kind of wanted to come out in the reverse too, so I would be careful about any kind of manipulation, and that includes emotional. We got the Two of Cups, because somebody could really know what to say to kind of get their way back in. So I would be cautious of any kind of emotional manipulation. And as well as if you keep them both in the upright, then we definitely have you manifesting the perfect match for you. You manifesting the connection where you guys are on the same page, where you do want the same things. That it is very possible for you, okay? Because you have the Magician, and he has all the tools that he needs already. So that is what I have for you, my loves. Now, if this resonates, let me know in the comments down below. If it doesn't, then just check out your other placements. Everything that you'll need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling your personals, all of that is in the description box below for you. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, guys, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. So I am sending so much love and light until next time.